Hey, great Tuesday evening. It is a beautiful evening in the city of Brownsville. Hey, and I'm going to guess that some folks out there were thinking that, hey, guys, they're not going to have a show. But let me show you. We we did promise that despite anything that was going to go on, we were going to do our best to come out here, unless immediately impossible to do. We were going to come out here and share with you what is going on, and that's what we intend to do. So, promise made, promise kept. Steve, we did make it. Good evening, and tonight we do have Coach Joe Rodriguez with us. Coach, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing good, Coach. Good to see you. We're also going to have Frankie Olimo on with us tonight, of course. And also, we plan to have Carlos Elizondo. More than anything, it was an opportunity for us, four individuals, to say thank you to the community. Thank you to AOBE. Again, I share the link with anyone and everyone out there that is running for office. Open invitation. I appreciate that Coach Joe Rodriguez has accepted the invitation. I am happy and proud that Carlos Elizondo has accepted the invitation, and pues you know that Frankie, we ya lo tenemos casi de cajón. So how's it going, Coach?
Good. I want to introduce myself. Some people may not know me. Joe Rodriguez, longtime resident of Brownsville, uh, 37 years in the school district, 34 years as a board member. I've never missed a meeting, never been late, never been absent to a meeting. God has given me good health for that. Um, I also want to tell you I got two master's degrees in education. I graduate of Sam Houston State in Nashville. Anyway, also, I do want to tell you that I've been responsible for getting 988 scholarships for kids here in Brownsville and the surrounding area. So I'm proud of what I've done. I've never missed a meeting, never been late to a meeting. That, you know, gracias, amable público, por. Yo soy José Rodríguez, candidato para el síndico escolar en lugar 6 y espero su voto. Soy, he sido maestro aquí en la escuela por 37 años, ha servido en la mesa directiva bastantes años también y estoy corriendo para el lugar 6 aquí con los compañeros que la asociación de maestros nos ha seleccionado a nosotros para ser los candidatos que ellos apoyan. Y muchas gracias por todo.
Thank you, Coach. And guys, let me say again, very, very humbling, very grateful to be endorsed by, the only nationally recognized teacher association here in uh, the city of Brownsville. I will say that one of the reasons why, and look, one of the reasons that AOBE impressed me was because of how they handled on their end coronavirus and how they were attentive to the needs of staff, needs of parents and students as well. And they took it upon themselves the responsibility to hold the individuals that we have elected into office accountable to the people. And when that happened, we all knew what was going to happen. They received, retaliation from a corrupt board majority and from administration, because that is what they do. Retaliation. And that is one of the reasons why retaliation is very, very high in on the list of to dos for the new board coming in after November the 3rd, guys. Look, guys, we have committed ourselves to a contract with our community, a contract with our community. And the first priority out there for all of us out here is to keep our people safe. Keep our people safe. The second priority is end the retaliation. No more retaliation for individuals speaking their truth or only wanting what is rightfully theirs, a seat at the table. And that's what AOBE wants for its members. That's what every single employee at the district wants. They just want a seat at the table. And when that doesn't happen, there is no respect, because they have not shown respect to our educators, to our individuals who are professionals in what they do, be it nursing, be it office staff, be it FNS. We have professionals working for us, individuals who are well versed, people who know what they do, that love what they do, care about our students. Can't ask for anything more. So, very proud of the association. Where other associations have, you know, haven't done enough, and who have been self-serving, who have spent the summer instead of attending the concerns of a people here at the district, they were too busy kissing the butt of the corrupt board majority. So, and we're going to talk about one of those associations tonight as soon as Carlos Elizondo gets here, because there was an accusation made by the head of Best against Coach Joe Rodriguez and Carlos Elizondo, and I'm going to give them the opportunity to respond to that. And I say that because, unlike Patrick Hammonds and Alberto Alegria, we believe in the democratic process where you have open discussion, where you discuss things, where you hash things out, you know. So we're going to talk about the letter that Patrick Hammond sent out to the Best members, and unlike them, we're going to give Coach Joe Rodriguez and I forgot the guy's name, Carlos Elizondo, an opportunity to respond to it. Frankie, how you doing? Okay, he might be asleep. He looks awake. Look, he looks que está dormido. Vamos a ver. Wake up, Frankie!
Fuck.
Are you awake? I think he ran out of Wi-Fi. He's going to rush to McDonald's to try and reconnect. Guys, today we had the first day of early voting. Let me tell you guys, 10,000. 10,000, is it 958? Hold on. 10,985 ballots were cast in Cameron County. It is the highest in county history. So we had 6,975 voters on the first day. It was an almost back in 2018. 6,975 voters in 2018. That is a record. That is a record. We had today a 60% increase. Coach, what do you attribute the increase to?
Everything that's happening in the world, the COVID-19 has a lot to do with people want to be safe. They want to be reassured of their letting their kids back to school. They want the problem to be solved. We know that children need to be educated, but we would rather have them safe before the education, and we can educate them in the best possible way through the way that we're making plans to get it done. Too bad we didn't have all the equipment for everybody. There's no hot spots all around, which is a very, very bad fault on our part from the standpoint that other towns like McAllen, for example, anyway, I attribute to the interest in education.
Good. Guys, I think one of the reasons why there has been such a high increase in regards to individuals coming out to vote, as Coach mentioned, COVID-19, people are concerned. People are concerned in regards to leadership at all levels. And, it is a presidential election, so you would think, oh my goodness, we are going to have a lot of people come out to vote. And one thing that I was talking to Coach before we came on is that I really, really think that a lot of our staff, a lot of our teachers are going to come out and vote. I think somebody's knocking at the door. Frankie, are you awake?
Sorry, had a small glitch. I do apologize. I think I froze. Good evening, Coach. How's it going? Hello, Erasmo. Hello, world. We had a great first day of early voting. A great turnout. We had a busy day. It's the first of 17 early voting days that we will be out there. But first and foremost, I want to say thank you to our community. You know, it's hard running a campaign. It's hard being out from 7 in the morning to 7 at night, holding up signs. Waving out there, but it's even more rewarding whenever your community stops by and asks, "Hey, can I get you some water? We got some pizza today. We got some snacks." People were honking their horns at us. They were, and that's because they weren't going to run us over. I promise you that. They were showing us their stickers, letting us know that they came and they voted for us. So thank you so much. It really means the world to us. You know, like I previously said, running a campaign is very difficult, but just having the community come and embrace us, giving us food, honking their horns, throwing up the thumbs up, you know, it motivates one to keep on doing what we're doing. It's going to be a long 3 weeks, but little things like that is what is going to help us carry us to November the 3rd. So I had a great experience today as a candidate for early voting. Looking forward to tomorrow, Wednesday. So if anybody would like to stop by and hang out with us, you know, we got some tents. We got some tents out there. We got water. We'll have refreshments. So stop by if you're free for like about 5-10 minutes. You know, it would be a great experience. So thank you so much, Erasmo, for tonight's show, and looking forward to it.
Happy birthday, Tony. Happy birthday, Tony Lopez. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Tony Lopez.
Happy birthday. Freshman,
Not,
so stop by if you're free for like about.
not related to the other Lopez. Good evening, my goodness, you are sunburned. Let me tell you, folks, I am. Again, Frankie mentioned that we were out at, at the library. We were out there campaigning as much as humanly possible. Guys, no one is going to work this campaign harder than I am. No one. My opponent was there for a couple hours here, a couple hours there. Some people were there for a little bit here, a little bit there. I'm going to be there all day. I'm going to march around. I'm going to yell and scream. Believe it or not, I know it's kind of hard to believe. I'm going to be out there. No one is going to work this campaign harder than I am. No one. You deserve a champion. You deserve someone that's going to fight. I'm going to fight this race all the way till November the 3rd at 7 p.m. Because it's what you deserve. You deserve a well-fought race. And look, guys, one of the reasons why I make mention is that I had a conversation with the individuals that were out there today. As I love being out in campaigns. I enjoy everything that Frankie mentioned in regards to people, honking and waving and showing support. It's great. We need to feel that, guys. We need to feel that because it does energize. But let me say the reverse of it. You need to see us out there. You need to see us out there. You need to know that we want this, that we hunger for this, that we are going to do everything that we can. We're going to put it all on the line. And we're out there. We took precaution as much as possible. I got a couple of messages from folks saying, "Wear your mask," and I appreciate it. And I appreciate it.
I did get a call about you, Erasmo, not wearing a mask.
But I appreciate it, and I took the call and I accepted the reprimand. I got a couple of messages from people at Erasmo. We just saw you not wearing a mask. I try. I'll take it off to drink some water, to eat some food, and because I'm always eating, I take off my mask a lot. Carlos, how you doing today?
Sunburn, sunburn, sunburn. I don't have that much. Look at that. But I tell you what, it was phenomenal. I was listening to you guys. I was trying to log on, having some issues there, but it was very, very rewarding today, guys, to see hundreds and hundreds of people showing up. You know, like Frankie was saying, thumbs up, the waves, the lowering the windows down, the whole family supporting the group. Not just your regular individuals, but you're looking at parents. You're looking at family units that were driving by. They were taking everybody out there so they could be part of this process. This process is going to bring change to the district. They entrust us to go in there and make the changes necessary that this board hasn't done. Yes, we do have our positions. Yes, we do have some people that don't like the fact that we're out there making so much noise. But the matter of fact is, the majority of the individuals are tired of what the district is going through. The majority of parents, staff, are tired of what's happening and they want to change. And they showed us today, day one of early voting, they showed us that the change is true. And the change is us going in there November the 3rd, guys. We're going to go over there and do what is right, what needs to be done, and what hasn't been done in the past. I'm excited, guys.
Yeah, very excited. It was an amazing day, and again, we could talk about all the experiences because there were a lot of amazing experiences. I actually, went out and we do have a little group text going on amongst ourselves, amongst the candidates. Patrick Hammond made that text. And, I did go out there and I, congratulated everyone for being out there, guys. But one of the things that I do is on the first day of early voting, I do send in, I say something nice about everybody out there. And, it's a good tradition that I have. And I would hope that other people, follow along because it just shows that, sense of, guys, we're all running for a race. It's like a little camaraderie that we have. So I said something nice about all the candidates out there because I'm pretty awesome, guys. I don't know if y'all knew this. I'm just an awesome, amazing guy. And, I gave everyone compliments today, even little Eddie. So, because I'm cool. But
Well, he didn't say
going
hi to me.
huh?
He didn't say hi to me.
I said something nice about you.
No, little Eddie didn't say hi to me.
Oh, sorry. Guys, but talking about Patrick Hammonds, one of the things that happened today was some members from Best shared with me an email that Patrick Hammonds was sending. And again, guys, being that we had the opportunity to have Coach Joe Rodriguez here and Carlos Elizondo on tonight, well, it was sent today. Oh, let me just double check. It was sent on the 13th. Today's the 13th? Yeah, it was sent today. I'm going to say that it was politically motivated, maybe, but I'm going to, see if Carlos and Coach want to respond to it. Since Patrick Hammonds and that Best organization haven't given them the opportunity to respond, why don't we do it right now?
Sure. I don't know what you're talking about. I answered everything that ever came on me. So.
Good. Well, this is the accusation, Coach Joe, that Patrick Hammonds is throwing out there. See, BISD health insurance. Do you remember United Health with its fondness? Did you like it when the last board forced United Health down our throats and then a $15 monthly contribution? And I'm like, I would have loved to have paid $15 a month. That's another story. But, well, candidates, Joe E. Rodriguez.
What do you want? What do you want to know about that?
Well, let me finish, Coach.
Okay.
Candidates Joe E. Rodriguez and Carlos Elizondo have already stated that they want to look into BISD health insurance when they're on the board. We had a $15 million deficit, and they wanted employees to contribute $40 a month. Currently, we're also back to even with Blue Cross Blue Shield. Let's not trust these people with our health insurance. But Patrick is trying to say that you all cannot be trusted with your health insurance because you all have stated that y'all wanted to look into BISD insurance. Carlos, you want to address this?
Most definitely. First and foremost, Patrick Hammonds is blowing smoke up their members' derriere. But I said we want to look into the health insurance. Most definitely, we do. We want to make sure that we make it better. This current board, Patrick Hammonds, has increased the dues to make sure that the employees pay the deficit of $15 million. So if you ask them, don't ask me because I'm not there. You can ask Little Eddie, you can ask Drew Brown, Sylvia Atkinson, Prissy, Minerva Peña, Cowan. Did I say Little Eddie? I think I
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
You can ask them why they increase your health insurance premiums. I wasn't there. We didn't increase your premiums. We were looking at something to be able to benefit the employees and the family. In this case, they've increased the dues, but they gave you a raise. The raise is not even enough to make sure that it covers the health insurance premium. So when I said I want to look into the health insurance, yes, I do. I want to make sure that it becomes better and less expensive for the employee and the family unit. Because as a family unit, it's almost $500 to $600 that you would have to pay if you want to include your husband or your wife. So yes, I do want to visit the health insurance, but not to increase the dues, to make them less expensive and more affordable to the employee and to the family unit, because that's what we are. We're a family at BISD. We got to look out for each other. I don't know if that answered the question, Patrick, but if you need to address those low blows that you want to tell your members, maybe you want to ask me. Maybe next time put me on the forum and ask me these questions so I can talk to your membership and not you make the decision for the whole. That's how a true leader is. Someone includes their members who are actually paying dues to a retired uh, teacher.
I'll tell
That's how.
him,
Coach.
give me a chance.
Yeah,
I'll
go.
just call him what he is. He's a liar. That's all. He got
He
kicked
is a
out of
liar.
AOBE for some reason, but he's an unmitigated liar. I
Or
mean,
taking
we've done nothing but good for the district and for the teachers. I think what came about when the administration recommended to pay $20 or $30 per employee for insurance, and we were the only people in the valley that were not paying. The teachers and employees were not paying a part of that, and that's what happened. And presently we have. I don't even know what insurance they have or what insurance they went with, really, because I'm not familiar. I asked for a budget and I got half a budget, 515 million, and instead of 560 million dollars, because there was no insurances involved in the budgets that were given to me by the administration, which I found very, very strange because I know for a fact that the insurance of the school district went $80,000 just on one thing alone. And I know for a fact that in the previous years, one employee, Micaela, saved us $5 million because we were being overcharged. That's what we looked into. And now they went back to the secret doings of what's happening. But the insurance is a big part of saving the district and what we're doing. We were overpaying in one insurance and we saved $5 million. We started paying $80,000 more for athletic insurance. And I'll find out the rest when we get elected.
Also, Erasmo, just to add in there, I'm not going to say what you like to hear from Minero, but to also add is not only are we going to look into the insurance, Erasmo, but we're going to do and look into once we get there in November is to look and get back the step increases that Patrick Camus allowed this current board to take away from these individuals. So Patrick Camus, you should do your homework before you start throwing out this big stones, because you allowed this current board with all this derriere kissing to Lil Eddie, to Minerva, to Cowan, Prissy, Drew Brown. Did I miss anybody? Uh, what you've been doing is you've not been doing your due diligence as a leader of your organization.
I'm going to
You've
repeat again. He's a liar.
Yes, I agree with you, Coach. He's allowed this current board to dissolve the step increases for the 20, 30-year teachers. So that's who you need to protect. That's who you need to be responsible for, not to the selected few individuals that you endorsed, that you want to bring back and continue to take away from your membership. Well, not even your membership, from all BIZ, because not all members. You have a very small, pool of membership. There. Well, hopefully, I answered the question that I go.
Well, I hope so. I hope to satisfaction. Look, guys, let me say this. I was there towards the end part of it. Let me say that for individuals that are single that have the insurance for themselves, it's an amazing insurance, guys. An amazing insurance, and paying a 15 monthly contribution to it is nothing. When I had insurance with American Cancer Society, I was paying 180, $190 a month by myself. I didn't include my cats. I wanted to include my cats. They didn't let me. $190 a month. And look, guys, at the end of the day, the insurance, is controlled right now by employee benefits committee, by the staff themselves. They're the ones that make the recommendations to the board in regards to a lot of the changes that they want to make for the insurance. So
Correct.
let them become responsible for their own insurance. And let me tell you guys, I warned the employee benefits committee. I walked in there to the employee benefits committee after being invited, and I told them, guys, if you permit Sylvia Atkinson and her corrupt board majority to take over the handling of your insurance, they are going to destroy it, decimate it. And they're not going to let me lie. I told them exactly that. What did Sylvia, Drew, Prissy, and Minerva do? They did exactly that. Guys, it's not uh, brain surgery, rocket science. The individuals that, as soon as Sylvia got control of the board, the individuals that she placed on the insurance committee were Sylvia, Minerva, Prissy, and Drew. And that is because they wanted a chunk of that $52, $53 million budget. That's what they wanted. They wanted to determine who it was going to go to. And Drew did everything in her power to appease Sylvia Atkinson. Drew Brown is as guilty as Sylvia Atkinson when it comes to stealing money from our children. As guilty. Because she may not have known or may not been a part of the movie deal, but she's been a part of other scams that involve Sylvia. They're coming to light soon. And Drew, as joyous as I am to see October the 15th get here, when we'll see Sylvia Atkinson on trial for taking bribes from an undercover federal agent, it's only going to be minimized by the day that I see you picked up by the feds, Drew Brown. You. And then the Drew Brown name, the Brown name, will be totally brown like poop because of you. Frankie?
We have said time and time again how insurance is very lucrative for the district. It's not a coincidence that Sylvia Atkinson, Drew Brown, Minerva Peña, Prissy Roca Tipton were on that committee. Time and time again, we have seen how employees have felt the change of insurances. They promise them raises when in reality, the raises get offset by paying higher insurance. We'll see where this goes. There's a lot of talk of what has transpired recently. There was an individual, Whittemore, who ran for the board, and this is very, very telling. Whittemore ran for the board. He lost. He worked for the school district, and from what I've been told, there wasn't an application process. There was no vetting. They gave him the job pretty much. And lo and behold, again, he runs for BISD. He loses that race. They make a position for him dealing with insurance, or a position opens up for insurance. There's no publicizing the position. There's no interview process. He was just selected. Contracts get awarded. People make money. 3 months after, 4 months after taking the job, he resigns. Now, Erasmo's word, piggybacking off of Erasmo, I'm not a brain surgeon or rocket scientist, but we see what happened. This individual tried to get on the board for insurance. That didn't work. So what did his cronies do? Hey, we'll put you in insurance working for the district. And then he got the contracts that was needed. The deed was done. I'm out of here. I don't know if he got scared, if he got cold feet, if the feds were on to him, or he just said, you know what, I'm out of here. It's not worth it. But again, it just goes to show with what we're dealing with. Insurance is very lucrative. There has been a lot of issues regarding that. So that is something that we do need to see. So moving forward, we will be paying close attention to this area moving forward.
Guys, let me say one of the things that has come out recently is Jubilee has canceled for a week their middle school and varsity volleyball. Jubilee here in Brownsville. They don't specifically state why, but we know that they've had individuals test positive at Jubilee after bringing individuals back onto campus. We also know that at Benavides, they've tested positive. And they've done nothing in regards to disinfecting or cleaning or shutting down campuses. They haven't even advised the staff. We learned that McAllen has had to cancel some games already because of athletes and some coaches also testing positive for COVID-19. Guys, again, Stell Middle School athlete, there's been apparently 3 outbreaks at our schools here in Brownsville at the district as people have come back positive coming onto campus. Now we learned that administration is adamant in sending more and more students and staff onto campus. Guys, what is your take in regards to safety for our students and staff?
That's my number one priority, of course.
Nueva positive.
It would be very devastating for us, anything to happen to a student that we send back to school without being safe. Secondly, I want to echo and congratulate Frankie on what he knows. That's exactly what I've heard and what I know about what happened, the description of bringing a guy in to make all insurance contracts for 3 months and then he's gone from one day to the next. That's, I just, that's really very, very strange, especially moving a person that saved you $5 million. I'm going to repeat that because that's the truth. $5 million. And they moved her out of there. I guess they wanted to get back to paying high rates of insurance. Anyway, as far as the safety of the students, that's my number one priority. That's why I'm running. Secondly, is to reduce the taxes that we promised to. And the third item is to bring back what we also promised to, and that's a fine arts facility for our students, which are very deserving.
Carlos, safety.
Again, I mentioned it many times before. My priority is to make sure that all BIU staff members and the students are safe. And that is when we are able to guarantee that them stepping into the buildings is going to be the safest thing for them to do and not be able to acquire the virus because of our fault. Outside of the building, we can't control, but inside the buildings, we can. So safety number one is priority, and sending everybody home until that happens. That's number one. Without number one, we can't go to number 2 or number 3 or number 4. Number 2, of course, is compensation. 3, making sure that the Performing Arts Center is built. But number 1 is safety. The safety of our staff. It should be number 1. We need to stop from this virus taking away any more of our family at BISD. It needs to stop. And that is not the priority of this current board. We'll already say it. He said it on the forum. There is no disaster. So he's not even recognizing that there is a problem. When you put a blind eye to that, you are gonna have individuals that are gonna die. Plain and simple. It didn't come from my mouth. It came from my opponent's mouth. He knows that there's a problem. He refuses to recognize it.
Frankie?
Safety is and should be our number one concern moving forward. And one thing that I have been, show after show been talking about is mental health. We need to start focusing on our mental health of our students and staff and our community. That's something that has been overlooked. Also, a very important thing is doctors. We do not have doctors on our COVID-19 task force. This is very important, as I respect and admire individuals who get their doctorates in education. They should not be the ones leading us and guiding us and recommending what is the best step for BISD to return back into campuses. I think we should allow our pediatricians, our neurologists, those medical professionals that have the experience and the knowledge in this virus. And I know it's evolving. I know it's something very new, but I would rely a lot more, obviously, and I think we could all agree that we would rely on somebody with a medical expertise, experience, compared to somebody with an education background. That is something that is affecting the district. We have talked about how the June, it may be June or July, agenda item that stated that the district will go back to face-to-face learning until it's scientifically safe. Now, again, what does that word really mean? Again, the governor has stated that we are in a hot zone,
Danger zone.
in a danger zone. How does that change? So again, we need to focus on speaking to those individuals that have knowledge, experience, and we can get their recommendations or the proper protocols needed to go back on campus. This is something that is very, very important. Also, I got a message, and I don't know. I'm still trying to get to the bottom of this. But that there was a faculty meeting today that they're wanting everybody to go back on campus October the 19th. More students will be on campus. So they tell me, hey, so what's up? I thought we were supposed to come back until late November. So again, we have administrators telling the teachers, the staff, to come back to campus. We've heard of threats of saying, you're going to come to campus no matter what. So again, this is what we're dealing with: retaliation, instilling fear in people when it shouldn't be like that. We should be empathetic towards the current situation that we're in. This is something that we've never experienced. Anxiety, depression are at an all-time high, but yet we don't have the heart to sympathize and relate to our teachers, to our staff that are dealing with a lot. Virtual learning is no walk in the park, as we can all imagine, as parents, I'm sure, and teachers could attest to. So this is something that we need to focus on. Mental health is very important. All we're focusing on is grades, attendance, when it should be the mental health and well-being of our district teachers, employees, students as a whole. And also, I want a doctor. I want somebody with the experience, knowledge that will be able to give us recommendations on what's the proper protocol for us going back, whenever that is.
May I interject a little bit here? Just
Yeah.
want to remind the parents what you can do is the 3 W's. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and watch your distance. That's very important for you to teach your children. Don't let them go without a mask. I've heard doctors say that between a vaccine right now, the mask is the most important thing that we can have and give our children. We need to remind them to wear a mask wherever they go, anytime they go out, whatever, and watch their distance, and we'll be okay. We'll get through this as soon as we get the clearance from above, from the powers that be, the doctors that really know what they're doing. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and watch your distance.
Good. Guys, again, a letter was sent out today in regards to Villanueva Elementary, and I had neglected to mention Villanueva. And let me say, guys, no one should be back on campus. For some
No.
reason, this corrupt board and this administration are dead set adamant about bringing individuals onto campus. Look, guys, and we could find compromise in regards to individuals coming onto campus. There are personnel that want to volunteer to go on campus. If they want to volunteer to go back on campus, have them go back on campus. You have some students that also want to come back on campus. Great, bring the students back on campus if that's what the parents want to do. Guys, at the end of the day, the power should be invested in the individuals that whose life is going to be on the line. And I'm sorry, I don't feel comfortable in individuals being forced onto campus. Let the personnel decide what they want to do. It's that simple, folks. It's that
Hmm.
simple. Look, guys, if there's something about this campaign that you really, really need to understand is this campaign is about empowering you, returning the power of the district to you, the people. You govern, you rule. No more Minerva Peña bullcrap out there. No more Minerva Peña wanting the best seat in the house. No more Minerva Peña eating all the food that should go to normal eating. I don't know if y'all noticed. I don't like Minerva Peña too much.
Let me interject. They have to come up with ideas, different ideas. Think out of the box. For example, let's just throw things out there. I mentioned before about the homework hotline. I'll mention something again. Why not break schools and separate the kids and have the first through fourth grades or the early school and to four, and then you have the 5 to 8, and then the 9 to 10, 9 and 10. That's been happening. Half day schools, so you can separate the kids apart and bring them back and let them, and at the same time, tell them to watch your distance. I mean, and don't let them congregate. They're going to want to, put their arms around each other, etc., etc. We need to warn them that at this time we have to think out of the box and come up with a plan. It's not for me to do that out there. I've thrown some ideas out there, but I haven't heard anything come out of anybody else. I mean, except not going to school. I mean, there comes a time where we're going to have to do that, but not till they're safe, not till somebody above the doctors that know say it's safe for us to go to school now. Right now, Texas is one of the hot spots.
Well, I'm going to say that I agree with Coach and Frankie in regards to let's bring the experts in. Let's bring the experts in. Let's bring the individuals that have the knowledge, that have the information. Let's bring them in. As of right now, this corrupt board majority has neglected to bring in any doctors, any nurses, anyone out there, guys. And it's been a disservice to the community. Let's bring in the experts. Let's take recommendations from them. They are the experts. Let's bring in our frontline staff. Let's bring in our amazing teachers, our counselors, our individuals that had to fight the last 6 weeks of last year, distance learning, fighting the virus at the same time, guys. And did an amazing job despite the circumstances, the things that we were going through. Bring them in. They have not been brought in to give their recommendations, suggestions in regards to everything that's going on in the district. And that is a shame. It is a disservice to the people. But it goes back to the same thing, guys. Our staff is not empowered. Uh, I should be going to vote tomorrow with my business partners. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Zacate. I'm just deciding on some basis. I'm voting for Erasmo, Frankie, and Carlos. Yes! Thank you.
About Coach
What
Joe.
I want to know from the other two races, who will be working with you all three as a team to protect our students, teachers, counselors, and principals? I'm leaning towards Coach, but will Coach work with you all, be available to the parents and students? Coach?
I'll be ready for anything. I mean, I've never missed a meeting, never been late, never walked out. I mean, I'm ready.
I think Zacate's question is, Coach, are you a team player?
Am I a team player? I don't know. I was elected captain of my team at 15 years of age. We won the district. Is that good enough? I'm a
Yes,
team
I
player.
agree with you. They going about the progressive form. Uh, and that's acceptable. Again, that is your call and your vote to make, Paul. Uh, Mr. Elizondo, you lost my vote with a Holocaust analogies on the program 927. Validated my decision with sophomoric nickname colleague on the Brownsville Progressive Forum. Yeah. Patrick keeps burying himself in a deeper hole each time he opens his mouth. Membership has dropped thanks to his horrible leadership. He's a snake in the grass. I added the grass part because I'm trying to be nice. Oh my goodness, I'm not catching up to all these comments, guys. Let me go real quick. Sorry, guys. Buenas noches, tío Erasmo y primo Frankie. Buenas noches, papá. What's up, Frankie? Robert, what's up? Peña, Drew, Tipton, Hassan, and Hams are all very busy, uncomfortable, and squirming. They know their time is up. We will vote incumbents out. Have you heard tired same old vote right in vote for PISD school board Ronnie Brown, but put Brown back in Brownsville? Hey, Sonivo, love the airplane flying your banner. It was kind of cool. I don't know how the hell he afforded that. I don't know how he got a banner put up at the Cameron County Courthouse, but
I know, right? He must know someone there.
out with incumbents. Where did all the money go? Patrick and all the incumbents are like roaches after being sprayed with Ray. They disappear. Margie Martinez watching. Margie, love you, Margie. Hi, plan for us three. High plan.
Oh, the
Oh,
insurance company.
yes, it is insane.
Yeah, it's insane.
I have one child, and now I pay $300 a month. A lot of money. Took my mama to vote today. Yes, send my love to her. It's just crazy to be told 1 year that we are in a step increase, and 2 years later they get rid of it. Why? Because the state gave us a raise to be closer to what the rest of the teachers get. Yes, they removed the raise, the step. Hello?
Hey, Martha.
They're screwed every working individual that gets insurance through their employer. Yes, Erasmo, but the teacher benefits are usually counted by the board as compensation. No! Should not be. That has to separate. As they like to announce to the community, that needs to separate. Okay, good. The employee insurance is a serious concern for all employees and their families. The past and current board listen to the administration. Administration should have made changes years ago. Employees paid and continue to pay the price. The board should have asked more questions to get more answers. The benefits have been reduced and the costs have gone up more than double. The administration tells the EBC it is only an advisory committee. The decision is up to the board. See, that is what they want to make you believe. It's not the way it should be. The power should rest in the people. This sounds like John White. John White, where are you? Oh, it's Facebook show. People want insurance with all the bells and whistles, but they get upset for paying $15 a month. People should ask people in our other professions what they pay. Yeah, see, that was my concern. When when I spoke with people, I go like, guys, calm down. I pay 190 a month. Usually. Look at my comment, Frankie. I think he did. Damn, this all makes for a good novella. Preach! The board never have us a $3,000 raise once, get then 2,000 the next. The state did. Those 2,000 shouldn't have gone to the super. No.
I wish
Yeah,
that's all he had gotten. 2,000. Are you kidding? I
right.
think it was 13.5%. No raise.
It was closer to I think 14,000.
Okay, 13.5% raise.
Yeah,
350,000 times 13.5. Hello.
I'm not good with math, but yeah, that's a lot of money. And I'm Frankie Carlos. I voted for you today. Good.
Thank you.
True. I voted for you guys today. Yes. Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening. I voted for you all. Yes. Voted. Yes. And that's what you're a rock star, right? I keep telling people that, and for some reason, thank you, Mike. I love you. I'll be out there again tomorrow. Stop by for more of that waving and that you got my vote, guys. Thank you, Marta Hermosa. Thank you, Hermosa Gonzalez. Uh, Cochinos, you. A vote for Erasmo, Frank Carlos, and Coach Joe. Good evening, Val. PS testing tomorrow at Hannah. Over 100. It's actually 107 students. 107 students are scheduled to be at Hannah tomorrow. It's ludicrous. Madness. Should not happen. And did everyone know Antonio's is being torn down? Yes. Good evening, Val.
Where is that?
Micaela was able to save the district money and still be an advocate for the employee benefits. Yes. Braves won. What? We are so proud to see the four AOB endorsed candidates here tonight. We've gotten great response from members making the plan on taking people to vote. Yes. Why did y'all run off Edward Hernandez? We did it. He's busy. Today is the day we start to let our voice be heard by voting. This team will hold superintendent accountable, safety, and respect first. AOB strong. Thanks, Coach. The Fine Arts deserves and needs that Performing Arts Center. Cowan, stop this from moving forward, so we will hold you all to your word regarding the center. Please, we need change. Isabel, if 5 is the magic number on November the 3rd, I swear to you, we'll be breaking ground in less than 3 months. Breaking ground in less than 3 months. I swear.
Guys, do we know what our current board did with the money? The money's collected for the PAC.
Yes.
Do we know how much money do we have?
Yes.
Do you guys have an idea?
Yes. We have 0. Because they taxed us $35 million for the Performing Arts Center, and they gave us nothing. Sylvia, give back the damn money. Drew Brown, stop helping Sylvia. Minerva Peña, stop being a tool of Sylvia Atkinson. Little Eddie, stop being the appointed board member by Sylvia Atkinson. Squandered. It's lost. It's no more. They can't account for the 35 million. They spend it here, they spend it there, they spend it everywhere.
Erasmo, do you think that that's why they don't want us back? Do you think that that's why Drew Brown is endorsing those other candidates because they don't want us to come back and audit where that money went?
Well,
You think that might be a possibility?
what I find funny, and Drew,
I can only see, I'm like the Kilroy guy.
Drew, I know you're watching tonight, Drew. What I find funny is that Drew actually thinks that she has any political weight to push these candidates forward. Drew, when these 4 candidates that you endorse fail, lose, and they will fail miserably, let me tell you, Drew, hopefully then you'll realize that you're a piece of crap. You're a racist. You're a hater. You fired individuals at the district that should have never gotten fired. You hired individuals that don't even speak Spanish just because they're your little buddies. So I'm going to say that maybe your endorsement of those 4 candidates was actually finished the job of sinking them in the mire that they're in already. Drew. Willy Wonka, Drew.
Let me tell you another one, Erasmo. An area administrator hired his brother-in-law. He doesn't even speak English, and put him in replacing a guy that's been there for over 25 years and done a great job. His name is Woody. Anyway, that has to change, man. I mean, we shouldn't allow things like that to happen just because he's your brother-in-law. Come on. I mean, I'm very disappointed. I think Carlos mentioned the other day, this board has lost its moral compass completely. I mean, it's unbelievable the things that we hear out on the outside. For me to get a budget that doesn't even have any insurance, something like $45 million not in the budget. Give me a break. I mean, come on. This is not my first rodeo.
No. And that's what young talent teachers trying to find a job get a fair shot at it 100%. Well, nepotism abounds. Rose Longoria, for example, is known for not being professional about this and bringing in her friends. Rose Longoria was hired because she has her head so far up Minerva Peña's, in the words of Carlos Derriere, is that she probably spits out all that food that Minerva consumes on a daily basis her orifice. Rose Longoria and Minerva Peña are tied at the hip. That is why Rose Longoria is being very vocal in regards to her support to my opponent. Rose, listen to me. Stay out of my politics. Stay out of my politics, Rose. Not a good idea, Rose, because you know damn well that you hired your buddy Carla without even going through the process. You know that you were hired, and the only reason that you were picked was because you were Minerva Peña's best buddy. The only reason. So let me tell you, apples and oranges, if there's anyone that hates nepotism, is me. I agree 100% with Frankie. We need a medical doctor to be on the task force, and they're the ones that will tell you when to go back to school. Frankie,
I'd rather pay 300,000 to that doctor than 300,000 to the current board attorney.
yes, Frankie. Have they? Has there been an update in regards to them hiring or placing someone professional on the task force?
Not that I've heard of, Erasmo. I don't know if you'd like to update us, but like how I said, Magnolia ISD up in Northeast Houston did hire a district doctor that will be focusing on the mental health and advising their district on how to best go back into campuses. They're also having the issue of when is it safe for our students and employees to go back. So as of right now, I don't believe they have, and it's unfortunate that all we've been hearing from the district is numbers, attendance, grades. That's all we hear. We don't hear mental health. We don't hear you know what? Let's get a doctor involved. Let's get Ms. Ponce's, the head nurse, her suggestions, her recommendations. So again, it's something that the district is too worried right now on the elections. The district is too worried about how they're trying to appear on the outside when they should be focusing on what's important, the safety and well-being of our students. And that's something that's been overlooked. It's politics as usual at BISD. Administration, principals are scared to even report positive cases within their campus because administration leadership looks down upon that. That's a big no-no. So again, do we have our actual numbers? And there's a high school that 150 students are going to go test very soon. That's not coming from the principal. That's coming from up top. So again, we have these individuals that are not taking the recommendations of our governor, not asking, doctors, nurses on, is it safe to bring people back? So again, our priorities are elsewhere, and it's not in the safety of our community.
Why don't you like Minerva Peña? I hate fake people, Mike. And there's no one more fake in this district than Minerva Peña. She'll come out. I passed by. She has a big old Jesus sign on her yard. She doesn't know who the hell Jesus even is. Has no concept or clue. She's a hypocrite. She's a liar. She will make false police reports against you to destroy your life. Doesn't care. Doesn't care. So anytime she professes God, the Holy Spirit, or Jesus, has no concept or clue what they are. Not in the slightest. She does it. No brinca sin guarache. No brinca sin guarache. There's nothing that she doesn't do where she expects to get tenfold back. Erasmo, I want to deserve the best seat at the board. That's why my vote is for yes. Very good. Thank you, Bill. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Elementary kids, especially the young, will not understand and follow the distance and not being able to play. Not safe at all. No one should be back on campus. I love Coach Joe's idea about homework hotline pay to provide online tutoring and homework support. I love how homework hotline. And the few doctors that show up to public comments, they have been very rude to. 100%. We've seen it.
Yeah.
She looks like the penguin from Batman. That's all it takes. We don't want her. Preach. She does look despicable. We can't have a divided board, so we need to hold each other accountable with all your promises. So why don't you make sure I vote for a team who will answer my emails and work together with each other? Zacate, you don't have to send me an email. You send me a messenger, you send me a text, and I will respond immediately. I know Coach Joe will do the right thing 100%. Excellent, AOBE. Oh, gosh, I don't want to miss any ones. Um,
You
Erasmo,
skip.
why you say Minerva eats food? She doesn't eat food. Traga, la mendiga. Is it okay if I say mendiga? I need someone to run against Ben Nice, or else I'm going to have to run against that person. Yes. All you got my vote. Yes. All you not, you all not on my ballot. No.
What?
All four of you got my vote today. Yes.
Thank you.
Did you guys know Antonio's being torn down? Yes.
Yes.
I didn't vote for you all today. Lines are too long. I try the event center. There's no line. Voted for you guys today. Yes. Nada. The administration will say it was site-based decision-making type of decision. Board needs to oversee with a magnifying glass. Yes. Coach Joe is on point with the math. I don't know anything about math. Get those flies out of the glass building. I know the picture. It's weird to see two Erasmos, two Carlos, and two Frankies. It is kind of crazy.
Let me fix that. Let me fix that.
You got 3 votes today from my parents, my first time, and we voted Carlos and Frankie Lizondo ready for change. Preach. What's your opinion on teachers getting paid bi-weekly? No. Big shout out to my brother Choche Man, Jose Zacarias, who voted for you guys today. Love you, Choche Man.
Gotcha, man.
Choche Man. Do you think the federals are around the voting area? How safe is it to vote? I think it is very, very safe. I don't think that the federals are right now. They have too much on their plate dealing with Drew Brown and Sylvia Atkinson. Buenas noches, caballeros. Hola, Ricardo. Dios te bendiga. Dios te cuide. Good evening, gentlemen. Went to vote today, and it was crazy. There was a drive-through line from here to Timbuktu, and in-person line was super long. Try again tomorrow. My vote is yours. Lucy, try to go to the event center. Nobody's there. Uh, Drew is a joke. No one in the district respects her. We all know she wants to protect her white friends. It's true, guys. I'm not making this up, guys. I'm not making this up in the slightest. Rose Longoria will serve so many teachers, and many have been lost because of her. She's like Minerva. She's a piece of crap. What? Sorry. Oh, yes, I did. Cal High School, Sheridan High School football players test 6 football players. Listen to this, guys. 6 football players have tested positive for COVID-19, including 2 coaches. They have a scrimmage this Friday. Will they play? Probably not. Should they play? Definitely no. You're correct. Rose appointed Carla, overlooking more qualified personnel. We know Carla is getting the job before the board approved it. How sad is that? It's crazy. They'd give Carlos some Pedialyte. Anda bien dehydrated. La Pingüina is a hypocrite. Yes! I agree with you, Joe Valdez. This whole school year should be distance learning 100%. Yes! 100 people watching on YouTube. I remember when it was just 9, but makes me wonder who's watching. 265 actually, but who's counting? Oh, on YouTube. What do you mean? She expects stuff back. With her, it's always the catch, bro. It's like this thing with Baltasar Salazar. You think she's protecting Baltasar Salazar out of the kindness of her heart? No, she gets money from Baltasar Salazar. She gets money from Baltasar Salazar, and Minerva Peña protects Baltasar Salazar, who gets paid $325,000 for 4 hours of work a month, and then goes gives contracts to his buddies, and then gets a referral fee for every little single job that they do in the district. Yes, I'm talking about you, Esparza. Yes, I'm talking about you, the Jollies, and everybody else that he hires. No da paso sin guarache. That's what I meant. Did I say it wrong? Probably did. Minerva Peña has all her family working at BISD. Yes! Talk about nepotism, folks. BISD needs the homework hotline. Preach! I'm your Huckleberry, Sylvia. And my wife, father, and I voted for y'all today. Yes! Bring more people out. Oh, I just dropped my phone. Until what time will the polls be open tomorrow? 7! Good evening, gentlemen. Good. Have a great evening. Thank you, Eduardo, so very, very much. Love you, man. I was in line for over an hour to vote for you all. Was worth it. And my whole family voted. Yes! Have them get their families to come and vote. Event center is not full. Easy, fast voting, please, guys. Hey, Michael, my man, I love you. Is it true teachers are being sent to service only 1 or 2 students? Yes. And is it right? No. Look, guys, we risk the well-being of our community as a whole by continuing to send all these individuals onto campus. They are adamant to have teachers on campus, staff on campus, to take care of one student. And I'm not saying neglect the student, put him in a class with somebody else, with a volunteer that actually wants to go on campus. Little Eddie is watching you, Carlos, creepy. I voted for y'all today. I will be praying for a well-deserved victory for you. God bless. I voted for y'all today. Today, my family will soon vote follow. Yes, clean house, preach. Teachers are starting to pay should be $50,000 as like Harlingen ISD. Maybe, yes. Good night, gentlemen. Work out done. Do you know who I'm voting for? And yes, I do know who you're voting for. Erasmo, Olivo, Carlos, and Joe got my vote. Love you, Rob. Do we want American tax money going to changing Biden's diapers? No! My family voted for Erasmo, Frank, and Carlos. Coach, yes! Everyone knows the grassroots campaign will change things. Hopefully, for no white friends, no friends, sibling promotion, none. Comisionado Martín Sarkis, buenas noches. Soccer teams, they already voted for Erasmo, Frankie, Carlos, Joe. Yes. And I need my soccer teams to go out and get us more votes, Marco. Love you, Papa.
Thank you. Thank you.
Being sent out to campus to service 0 students. I sat in a class with no students because the principal wants teachers in school. Madness. Coach, that's what.
Well, I want to clarify something, Erasmo and gang. In my experience, I've never bought out a contract, but I will hold the superintendent accountable for, for the welfare of the students and our teachers, our employees. No ramifications against any employees that speak out, and of course, the safety of our students. That's our number one goal. I think it's everybody's goal. I think Frankie is right on about the happenings that are happening in school. It's a shame, really. This election is most important. Probably the most important in the history of BISD, because it pertains to a lot of wrongdoing going on that needs to be straightened out, and they're just money's being thrown down the drain. I made one example that I'm now harp on it again: $80,000 for a change it just because you want to change insurances for athletics. That's terrible. I mean, that's you're supposed to get a better bid, not a higher bid. You're not giving any more services for the $80,000. Come on, give me a break. Just because you want to change, and the way Frankie hit right on, the way it was changed is terrible. Thank you very much. Appreciate your effort and your votes, and really everybody support. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you, Coach. Carlos, last word.
Hey guys, thanks for all your support and your prayers. We do continue to need those. We will need them throughout this election, because you know what, the devil is among us, and we got to make sure that we win, because change will happen if we all win together. November the 3rd, we're going to be sitting down there. Change will happen, and it's going to happen in the benefit of all BIZ staff. Just keep out there. Tell everybody to go vote. It's so important. Every vote counts in this election. And like Coach says, Frankie says, and Erasmo says, this is the most important election BISD has ever had. We will ask for your vote and your support, and we thank everyone in advance for that. We appreciate everybody that's gone out today. and supported us today. We will continue to need that support throughout this election. Appreciate it. Thank you. God bless you guys.
Frankie, last words.
Just want to clarify, tomorrow the polls open at 9, if I'm not mistaken, 9 to 7 tomorrow. So if you're wanting to go vote after breakfast, the polls open at 9 in the morning to 7 in the afternoon, in the evening. Again, stop by. We'll be there. So the invitation is there. Also want to say a special happy birthday to our friends, Jennifer Ruedas and Tony Lopez. Thank you so much for everything that you do. Two amazing teachers within our district that go far and beyond for our students, for our community, and for their individual schools. So thank you, ladies, for everything that you do. I hope you all had a very special day. You still have an hour and 49 minutes to enjoy the day, but we'll make it your birthday week. And if y'all are free, stop by. Would love to hang out. Maybe when it's not so hot out there, y'all will come out there with us and spend some time with us. So once again, happy birthday to Miss Jennifer and to Miss Tony. Thank you so much for everything that you do for our district, for your individual campus as well. Once again, the start of early voting, it's been amazing. Erasmo, Carlos, coach, I didn't know how tired I was until 7:15 when I got in my car and I sat down and I was driving and I was like, whoa, I ain't gonna have no trouble sleeping tonight. But again, this is the first of 17 days that we will be out there. It's gonna be, this election is hard. It's been very taxing. It's been very emotional for myself. I've been attacked. I've been ridiculed, but through it all, my community has stood firm with me. Thank you so much. It is very rewarding to know that people can throw jabs at you, and no matter what, the community has my back. Thank you so much, guys. And once again, if y'all pass by Central, please honk at us. Please throw us a thumbs up. It may sound and seem like something so insignificant, but to us, the candidate, it means the world. Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity once again to come into your homes each and every night. We do this because we want to see a better change within our district. We know change is coming, and hopefully November the 3rd at 7:30, we will get what we all deserve as a community. Thank you so much, guys, for your time and your patience, your love. To early voting, guys, tomorrow, day 2, we'll be out there.
No, you cannot vote on the computer. You have to come to vote. Have to come to vote, Abraham. So we're waiting for you to come down. Joe, I'll read your comment. I will tell you what I know about PSAT tomorrow. 72 to 100 students taking the PSAT tomorrow are my students, and none of mine are being forced to go. They have made the choice to go. They were encouraged and assured that the CDC guidelines will be followed. They will meet in student parking lots at 7:45 and will follow safety protocol. A max of 50 students will test socially distanced in auxiliary gym, and max 50 test. Joy, I'm sorry. It's a failed experiment. It's a failed experiment. And look, and I know well in regards to encouraging students. I know very well in regards to individuals having no on there. It's a failed experiment, Joy. And I'm glad there's amazing programs out there. There has been up to this moment, Joy, not one group out there, not one department that has actually filed CDC guidelines. And even if they follow CDC guidelines, we're still getting positives, Joy. We're still having positives. We're having positives in McAllen. We're having positives in Jubilee. We're having positives at Villanueva. We're having positives at 3 different schools, 3 outbreaks. So why it makes sense to anyone in administration to bring back 72, 100, or 107 students boggles my mind. So no more bringing in individuals onto campus. We've already had students come onto campus during the summer. It does not work, boy. And they promised us that the students were going to social distance. They were going to wear their masks. They were going to be okay. They were not. The same day they went back on campus to weight conditioning training at pace, when everyone was going to be monitored to make sure that all these protocols were followed. That same day, within the hour, I received a video of students out there all bunched up together. So I'm sorry, Joe. I appreciate everything you do for our students. It's not safe. They shouldn't be going back on campus for a test. Aren't you all always saying that they test and more tests and more tests and more tests? Let's end it. Let's not encourage individuals to go back on campus for any test. I mean, why? Why is administration? Why are some people so adamant in regards to sending everyone back on campus? Why? Why? Look, and at the end of the day, call it self-serving. But I want to keep my community safe. I want my family to be safe. I want my mom and my dad to be safe. While there's more and more and more positives out in the community in the city of Brownsville, they're at risk of contracting the coronavirus. I want us all to separate. And it's nothing new. I've been saying it for a while. I want everyone to stay apart. Stay apart. Stay apart. And the only way that people can stay apart is no one back on campus. No one back on campus. I love you, Joy. Joy is a friend of mine, but we disagree. And it's okay to disagree. Have a good evening, Joe. I feel a change coming. Change coming.
Good night.
Let's see. Guys, let's see. My point is that test is not mandatory. The choice was made. I understand, Joy. I mean, I'm not upset. I'm just upset. Look, my aunt just died today. Oh, she didn't die today. I buried my aunt today. You know? I don't want to bury any more of my relatives. I don't. I don't want to bury all of my relatives. And I'm sorry. You know, Joy, that our students, they don't follow guidelines. Come on. Let's be realistic. Our students don't follow the rules. They don't. I love you, Joy. You know I do. We're still friends. We'll just disagree. Churches are open, restaurants are full, stores are open, full. Yes, the difference is I go to church for 2 hours, an hour. Or it depends on who's preaching, sometimes 45 minutes. Restaurants, nobody better be spending more than an hour at a restaurant. I buried my aunt last month. Love you. I love you, Joy. And thank you for everything you do. Please keep my children safe tomorrow, Joy. Keep them safe. Guys, let's keep each other safe.
Huh?
Let's keep each other safe. Let's keep on hustling, guys. The race is not over; it's just begun. This is the part where you take the baton, you run with it. You bring your family, you bring your friends. Your job is not over. You keep on bringing more people, more people, more people. November the 3rd, then you pass the baton back to us. Have a great evening. We'll be out there tomorrow early. Early. Be good to each other. Love you, Joy. I will do my best. Blessings with you. Be good to each other. Please continue to be good to me. Bye.
Bye.